Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Normally we do this on the PTR, but Imperius is out on live servers right now. Newest character into the Nexus. He is a melee warrior with a medium difficulty. Normally I would do these videos while the character is still on the PTR. But we don't have the luxury of time because I was sick in bed since about New Year's. I went to Florida and I saw my family and I had a great time. And I even tweeted out, man, I feel great. This is the best I felt in a long time. I go to the airport, some motherfucker gets me sick with his just awful sickness. I've been coughing up mucus and it's been gross. I've mostly just been in bed watching film theories for Harry Potter and the Avengers. So my New Year's started great and then I got really sick and now we're back. Okay, Imperius. Wonder if this video is actually going to be watched by anyone.
Tremble before the might of heaven.
Now, of course, remember, this more so than ever because the character's out and you could just go play him. If you don't want to sit here and learn about all of Imperius's abilities, if you don't want to sit here and watch me get talents wrong because we're not streaming this one. If you don't want to sit here and listen to my stupid voice and my stupid cough, then you have been warned. It is your time to leave. All right. Our abilities: Celestial Charge, lunge towards a target, and targeted direction and stab, dealing 36 damage. If an enemy hero is hit, channel to stun for 1 second and deal 73 additional damage when it fully finishes. Okay, so it's a skill shot within this radius? I'm not sure I understand. Okay, hold on. Hotkeys, quick casting. On release. So is there 2 projectiles? Is this first line the gap? Oh, no, you can adjust. Oh, I see. So the reason I didn't stab this guy is because I had my cursor too far away. And I lunged through him. But the stabbing animation is right here. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. It's kind of cool. I wonder if you can go over any walls with that. I don't know anything about this character. Nothing about this. When they released the teaser for him, like I said, I was on holiday. When they released him into the game, I was sick, so I haven't looked at him at all. Oh, you can go over walls. Yeah, that'll take some getting used to, but that's pretty cool. Can you go from here into the base? Too far? This is a really thick wall for some reason. I'm assuming you could do like Samuro and just kind of hop over this one. Yeah, okay.
First blood.
What about a tower? Jeez. If he can go through a tower, he should be able to go through most things. All right, interesting. Good start. So it does a stun, and then if the stun finishes, it deals bonus damage. Oh, and I impaled multiple targets. Oh. That's pretty cool. I like that. Dope. His W ability. Solarians. Yeah, close enough. Fire. Release a fiery wave that deals 108 damage at level 2. Enemies hit by the center take 54 bonus damage and are slowed for 40%. So you want to hit someone in the center so they're slowed. 8-second cooldown on that. There is a 10-second cooldown on Celestial Charge. Pretty slow projectile. Phone's not silenced, excuse me. Does it clear waves? But does it clear waves?
I will strike you down.
Ew. Ugh.
Evil cannot hide from me.
I thought this would be like our go-to, like I thought this would be our Fell Flame on Gul'dan or something. Oh, it jumped over him. He juked it. Oh, that's next level. Molten Armor. Shrouds Imperius in flames for 3 seconds, striking a nearby enemy for 21 damage every 2.5 seconds. 2.25 seconds. Imperius heals for 100% of the damage dealt, with healing doubled. Oh, so he does have self-sustain. So you just turn this on and go. Neat. I'm also noticing crystals that spawn underneath each enemy. This seems to correspond with which ability I used versus these guys. So I only hit the left one with E. I've hit the middle one with several abilities, all of my abilities. It looks like we get more bonus damage. Each basic ability marks an enemy hero for 10 seconds. Basic attacks consumes the target's mark, dealing 30% more damage per mark. So if we want to deal the biggest dick damage to someone, we need to combo them with everything and then auto attack them. Alternatively, with your E proccing multiple times, maybe this would be worth just kind of wailing into him. What's the cooldown on your E? 12 seconds. And it lasts for 3 seconds. So 1, 2...
Heaven reigns.
Yeah, you get 2 auto attacks off, and then you can combo and then auto attack again for full damage. That's an interesting mechanic. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I will strike you down.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard to land. That's gonna take some getting used to. What are his ultimate abilities? Let's find out together.
Choose a talent.
Actually, I've seen one.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
The Wrath of Imperius. After 0.75 seconds, charge in the target direction, lifting the first enemy hero you hit into the heavens. While in the air, Imperius can steer the landing location by moving. After 2 seconds, we land. 80-second cooldown on that seems a bit excessive. Now, the reason I know about this ability is because you can't go through trees. You're in the heavens? The heavens, and you can't pass through trees. It seems really odd to me. Because last time I checked, the heavens were taller than trees. So that fact alone means I don't think this is going to be super good. When I saw the ability originally, I thought it would be something like a Stitches hook. But with this many limitations on it, I just don't think it's going to be worth. Plus, it's a skill shot. If you miss your skill shot, you get full cooldown, right? So you have to set up this ability by stunning someone, then skill shotting them again and hoping that they don't have any gap closers. And then all you're really doing is moving them about 10 feet.
A killing blow.
So that doesn't seem super useful to me. Oh, we have quests?
Choose a talent.
Then we have Angelic Armaments. Summon a ring of blazing swords that grants 1,481 shields for 3 seconds. If the shield lasts the full duration, this ability can be reactivated within 5 seconds to launch 6 swords towards the target area, each dealing 207 damage to the first enemy hit. Now that sounds fucking cool. So, 1, 2, 3. There's our shield. It's gonna last, it's gonna last, it's gonna last. Oh, did I not do it? Oh, that's the reactivated part.
An excellent strike.
Oh, that's fun. So you get a shield. The shield doesn't last super long. But then you get a mirror ball from Li Ming that did 1,200, almost 1,300 damage. 1,300 damage in a single cast at level 11. Now, granted, I hit all of the projectiles. But, that's not too bad. Hard to tell what the range on it is.
Show no mercy.
I'm assuming it'll show me the... Yeah, Yeah, it's just like Mirror Ball from Li Ming.
To the front line.
I mean, her Q probably has a longer range, so I guess just not like, but that's good. And that's a 60-second cooldown. Every 60 seconds, you get a big-ass shield.
Death is at hand.
Like a Johanna trait. And then you could just fucking destroy someone. Oh, I missed!
Enemy slain.
That's fun.
Choose a talent.
Yeah. Okay. So talents!
Down.
Impaling Light. Celestial Charge deals 125% increased damage. Celestial Charge is our Q ability. Stun multiple enemy heroes with a single Celestial Charge is the quest. After stunning 2 heroes, permanently reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds, bringing it down to 8. After stunning 3 heroes, permanently reduce the cooldown by an additional 2 seconds. So what it's saying is that not only do you have to land it on multiple people. Is that our quest updated? Done. You have to land it on 3 people in order to finish the quest. And that seems very hard. I suppose if you get it right, though... Here, let me stop these guys from resetting. If you get it right, though, it brings your cooldown pretty low. So it's 2 applications of cooldown reduction. That's 4 seconds off. 6-second cooldown now. Now, you might run into some mana issues with this if you're spamming your stun that much. I actually have no idea. But that seems fun. That seems good. That self-sustain there seems pretty good too, at least at level 12. Then what do we have? Hitting enemy heroes with the center of Solarian's Fire increases its center damage by 10 up to 150. After hitting 15 heroes, increase Solarian's Fire slow by 15%. This seems much easier to do. You just point your W at stuff and then you get stacks.
Advance.
It may not be that simple, but as of right now, it feels that simple. Because the center area seems quite large. The center area is that whole big thing there in the middle of the skill shot.
None shall be spared. Do you expect thanks for fulfilling your duty?
Alright, so that seems like it's going to be the easiest quest. Is it the most effective quest? That remains to be seen.
Entertaining.
Burn the Impure. Consuming Solarian's Fire Mark deals bonus damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. Is that consuming a Solarian Mark?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
So, 1.
I will strike you down.
Or is it all of them?
Your death is at hand.
Oh, it's only a Solarian's Fire Mark, so it's only a mark that we apply with our W ability. Weird. Okay, so it's the middle marker. But if we do that, at least versus the target dummies, we got 170 extra damage. Let's see what it's like versus an actual hero. I didn't really see. It's coming back up in 2 seconds. Yeah, 129 versus Arthas there. Our normal auto attack versus Arthas is 195. So, I mean, that's a considerable amount. That's probably not bad.
Battle continues.
I wonder if there's a way to lower the cooldown on this.
Dare stand against me.
Mayhem.
We shall see. We shall see. We're starting to pull ahead on levels.
Choose a talent.
So,
Choose a talent.
that seems okay.
I will triumph.
I like the W quest as well. Level 4. Bulwark Flame. Hitting a hero with Solarian's Fire grants 60 physical armor against the next 2 enemy hero basic attacks, and you can store up to 4 charges. So you get a 60% block just for casting your W. That seems good. Depends who you're fighting. If you're fighting Tychus and he attacks 8 times a second, then your block charges mean fucking nothing. But if you're fighting a slower auto attacker, like a Hanzo or something, like an auto attack Hanzo, that could actually mitigate a ton of damage. Unshakable Faith. Activating Molten Armor removes roots and slows. If a disabling effect is removed, heal for 370. Very, very strong. And only on a 12-second cooldown. Heal for 121 health for every Valorous brand marked consumed. That's all of them. Oh. Do we mark non-heroes? It did a crit, but we don't mark non-heroes. So he's probably not a jungler. But that is a lot of healing. Especially in the middle of a team fight, you're just walking around with this stupid thing on. Just making sure you hit multiple people while your Molten Armor's procking off everyone. You're already healing from the Molten Armor. You can hit multiple people with this fucking thing, and then you're dealing percentage damage. Yeah, that's cool. That seems really strong, too. Unshakable Faith, also pretty good. Bulwark Flame, situational. I didn't see anything to give him spell armor, though, so maybe he's just good against auto-attackers. We shall see. Level 7. Flash of Anger. Hitting a hero marked with Solarian's Fire with Celestial Charge deals 237 damage around the target. So hitting them with your Q when they are marked with Solarian's Fire. So Q and W into a Q. Just does bonus damage? It does damage around the target. Oh. Okay, so let's test. I'm not going to hit this guy. 237. Now, was he also hit for the 237? Oops. He was. Is that just how much damage this fucking thing does? No. Excuse me. This seems okay. I'm not too crazy about that one. Blaze of Glory. Solarian's Fire leaves behind a scorched line of earth. Exploding after 2 seconds? Hello, lane clear?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Oh, I'm excited for this. Give me that lane clear. Give it to me. So we'd be level 7.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Come on. Be good to me. We would get a lot of healing. Let me just reset the minions. And let me get Malfurion out of here. I wish this was just something I could load into the game with. You know what? I don't need Malfurion in try mode. Thank you. Just leave him out. So, we want to deal as much damage as possible. I still have cooldowns on. So this is an 8-second cooldown, and this is a 12. It's gonna be really hard to hit players on that, and it doesn't seem to clear lanes at the level that you get it. Yeah, I'm not too impressed, boys. Not too impressed. But you could stun someone on it, I guess, actually. You could probably impale someone on it. Trying really hard not to die here, actually. There we go. Uh-oh. Is there a way to get mana back? Nah. I wish the cooldowns actually reset fast enough that I could just chain lunge here and like never touch the ground. Some latency with the servers, I'm assuming. Activate to cause the next 4 basic attacks to cleave. for 207 damage. Oh, that's actually interesting.
Choose a talent.
Does the cleaving of auto attacks proc the valorous brands that we might be able to put on targets? So put this here, put this here. Ooh, indeed it does. Next 4 auto attacks, and then it goes on cooldown for 18 seconds. And this is at level 7, so it's 207 damage at level 7. I think 207 is more than our normal auto attack. So this might be the lane clear that we're looking for. So put this down, cleave some auto attacks. You know what? Not bad.
I will strike you down.
We'll hit another wave. That stun's so finicky. Dude, he's getting owned. I mean, I don't have any attack speed whatsoever. But Arthas is getting fucked.
A killing blow.
Okay, cleave.
How significant you are.
If you can kill the archers with it at level 7, which it looks like we can, then that means that at level 7, we're capable of removing all the pushing power out of a wave. Now, that used to be better when there were when there was ammunition on a tower, but it seems like by the time I'm using it, the next wave is kind of already coming back. So if I just walk up, cleave, again, we're having our attack speed slowed. We're removing all of the offensive power from a lane all in one go. Which is kind of neat. I like that. I kind of feel like I should be able to move them when I have them on the tip of my lance. The tip of my spear. Oh, and I guess the next thing we need to test is, does this reset attack timers? So, toggle cooldowns. Can we auto attack and then immediately cleave? No. No. Interesting. He's kind of a weird dude.
I will strike you down.
Going up to level 13.
Choose a talent.
I do like the build that we're cultivating right now.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
It's all auto attack based.
Choose a talent.
Gonna go for angelic armaments. Absolutely. I honestly don't see too much of a reason to pick Wrath of the Ingress if I can't go over a wall with someone and really isolate them, because you're not even in the air for that long. Like a gorge is, God, think about it. You're taking yourself out of the fight, right? You're taking yourself out of the fight. You're taking the enemy team member out of the fight. And it doesn't even last as long as a gorge. Like, holy shit. With an 80-second cooldown. Seems nuts.
That was rather entertaining.
Dude, the animation on this, though, like, holy crap. I heard everyone was complaining about his wings. I don't know if I'm just getting jaded in my old age and think people just find shit to complain about just to have something to do. But the wings look fine. I love the animation of him moving forward, man. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't do it at the beginning. I'm sorry.
I fear nothing.
That's funny. That's a good day. Pathetic Mortals. Stunning an enemy with the Celestial Charge reduces their damage by 35% for 4 seconds. Damn. That's a lot. And it's only a 10-second cooldown. If you go for the quest, you can make it a 6-second cooldown. So you could have every 4 out of 6 seconds up on this thing. Should be pretty crazy. Pretty nuts. Divine Rage. Striking an enemy hero with molten armor reduces its cooldown by 2.5 seconds. Striking an enemy hero with molten armor. Well, that seems good. Cooldown reduction? how does... So, it didn't take too much off. I'm also... I don't really understand the target priority. Yeah, I guess I could test this pretty easy. Never mind, missed my 80-second skill shot. Oh, So it looks like it's alternating in between enemies. It's not hitting everyone at the same time or anything. I'm telling him to hold, and he's not. Telling him to stop, he's not. There we go. So, if I'm fighting in a minion wave, this is going to be alternating to all characters. So the amount of cooldown we're going to get is like less than a second here.
Choose a talent.
So, I'm probably going to pass on that one. Molten Armor deals 25% more, while Imperius is below 50% health. You heal for the damage done, right? You heal for 100% of the damage done. So this just gives you more healing and more damage.
Interesting choice. Evil cannot hide from me.
Seems like a no-brainer to me, boys.
Your death is at hand.
We hit pretty hard. I kind of like him.
Choose a talent.
I gotta be honest, I didn't really like 65% win rate very much.
Untouchable.
By the way, this guy is at a 45% win rate right now, so a little bit different. Celestial Swift is stunning. An enemy hero with Celestial Charge grants 50% attack speed and 20% movement speed for 5 seconds.
Evil cannot hide from me.
We are kind of going for an auto attack build, kind of. See what our other options are. Consuming a molten armor mark reduces the target's armor by 25 for 4 seconds. That's busted. And then molten armor grants 25 armor for 2.5 seconds. Also busted. 2.5 isn't that long. So, if we... Oh, that's so fucked up. So, we talked about it earlier. How if you're fighting one person, you can auto-attack them 3 times with this mark fading, without this mark fading. So that means that the that was 4 auto attacks. So that means that the armor reduction in that situation is going to be up that entire time, plus 3 seconds from the last time we auto attack them. So it's significantly longer than, I guess, 4 seconds. It's significantly longer than the 4-second advertised armor reduction. And then you maybe have a 4 or 5 second cooldown and you can do it all again. Oh, that's interesting too. Oh, that's super interesting. So there's actually a lot of synergy with this. Your ultimate, the Angelic Armaments, gives you a shield, and then after 3 seconds, that shield goes away. And you're given the ability to shoot off the Seekers. Well, the armor reduction lasts for 4 seconds. So if you go in with the shield... Damn. If you go in with the shield up, that means that you're going to be able to use that Angelic Armament Seeker attack to really do some serious damage. Look at this. $4,000 damage there just with auto attacks and my E. And I didn't even like time it super well. So shield up.
Stand against me.
Armor's still down. That's nuts. And if I wanted even more damage, we could switch over to this cleave thing. So our auto attack would go from 229 to 295. So we have that kill window, we have that burst window that we can really make the most out of. We can activate this whenever the fuck we want to. It lasts forever until we do our 4th auto attack. So we don't even have to worry about really priming that. Just go ahead and activate that when you're walking around. Then shield, engage, activate the E once you're in. Wow. That's something. That is something. Come here, Arthas. God damn.
None shall be spared.
God damn it, Imperius.
I will strike you down.
Hey, let me fight someone else. Let me fight someone that doesn't slow my auto attacks. You know, let's see how an Ariel stands up versus this. I mean, how often do you see an Ariel? But I'm just kind of curious at this point. So activate our cleave. Oh. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting her to just run. Alright, we'll try again. I guess you can't really heal though, so this is kind of a problem. No! There's too many enemies in the way! Yeah, so he does a lot of damage. Okay. Was there another option here? Oh, the armor for 2.5 seconds. So if there are going to be situations where being able to spot give yourself that much armor is going to be really valuable. But I'm just kind of going for damage at the moment. And I'm pretty okay with that.
Choose a talent.
20!
Choose a talent. Choose a
Dude, this build's
talent.
working out great. It actually has a shit ton of
Choose a
synergy.
talent.
Not this one. This one. Although, in this combo that we're doing, if we're initiating with our Q, that's 35% less damage this target's going to be dealing back to me as well. So this might be good. Heat of Battle and Pathetic Mortals, I think, are both pretty solid.
Choose a talent.
Then at level 20, what do we got? Nearby allied heroes gain a 1,316 shield for 3 seconds. If the shield lasts full duration, fire a sword at the nearest enemy hero.
Heaven. Behold heaven's arsenal.
Huh. Come here. So it does 307 damage. The radius is pretty big, so I guess it is possible to shield your whole team. And, I mean, even if you don't shield your whole team, still 307 damage you didn't have before. And I'm sure the person who got shielded really appreciated it. Ooh, missed.
To the front lines.
He's cool, man. So that seems fine. Consuming a Valorous brand reduces the cooldown of Wrath of the Ingrius by 5 seconds. So every time you consume one of your basic attack things, it lowers the cooldown by 5 seconds. That might make it more appealing, but you have to wait until level 20 for that. Impervious. Activate to become unstoppable and gain 75 spell armor for 2 seconds. Hitting heroes with the center of Solarian's fire reduces this cooldown by 5 seconds. Whoa. Did we see any cooldown reduction in here for this? I kind of liked this line more in practice. I think this could be a lot more visually appealing. This is the one that left a little crater on the ground. If this exploded like the mech on Volskaya, that would be awesome. So no cooldown reduction. But every 8 seconds, you can take 5 seconds off. If you hit multiple people, it'll take more. That seems fine. Activate to teleport you to an enemy that has been marked by a valorous brand.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Hello?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. So,
How insignificant you are.
oh right, I have to hit her with a spell. How long do those last? 10 seconds. Holy shit.
Suffer my wrath.
Whoa. Okay, let me turn cooldowns off. There we go. So, do I need to see her? So some interesting things about your Q ability. There are some talents that you can activate and some that you cannot while using your Q to engage.
Choose a talent.
I didn't mean to reset talents there, I'm sorry. So, as we're diving in, I can still use my Q and I can still turn on the auto attack cleave. But you have to proc your ultimate prior to going in. That was with no other follow-up. Oh my god. So you would do...
A killing blow.
Yeah, okay. I think this is my build. And this way, if you get CC'd... Actually, I do think Heavenly Host is really strong for that shield. It's like a mini bro shield that you can throw off every 60 seconds. I do think that's worth considering. For sure. But when you can do damage like this... Oh, okay. So actually, I think I might have changed my mind. Valorous Pursuit seems good. And it seems like it'd be a decent way to re-engage. But it has a bit of a learning curve to it because you actually have to make sure the person gets away from you with one mark. Every time you auto attack, you clear all the marks. So if you clear all the marks, then you're fucking screwed, basically. So I don't have vision of her. And I can't teleport to her. Even though she definitely has a mark on her.
Heaven reigns.
Enemy slain.
And you could even activate the Holy Fervor to go in and kind of critically hit. They don't really classify it as critically hit, but definitely hit harder than your basic attack normally does. There's some interesting stuff. I do think I would go for Heavenly Host over this. Because we got plenty of damage in our kit. And being able to re-engage, yeah, I mean, that's strong. But I think giving your whole team over 1,000 shields at the press of a button is pretty strong too. So the combo, what we want to do is ult, engage with Q, hit E while we're in here. And then we deal 4,500 burst damage. Pretty much that easy. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. This is the only thing that really appealed to me looking at his kit. Like I said, the character's already released, so you guys probably already know more than me about this guy. But this is what I am initially drawn to for sure. These are my favorite talents in each of the tiers, and they actually work really well together. So we will have to see how Imperius performs. Like I said, his win rate right now is only at 45%, so maybe people are struggling with him. Maybe he's a little bit harder to play than 65% win rate, which is definitely a good thing. I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon.